So I wanted to make a video about why I feel the way I do about Souls games and how Souls games have helped me in my life and how they've helped me develop as a person. But in order to do that, I kind of have to start at my experience with them and like where I first learned about Miyazaki and like how I fell in love with his games and his style of development in the first place. So the first time I ever experienced a From Software game was I went to Blockbuster, which is already like hella old. That dates me like crazy. But I was looking at the shelves and there was a used copy of a game called Evergrace on the shelf. And I bought it and I took it home. I tried it. And it was the first game that I'd played that was like open world. It had all the same Souls-like formula of like run around, hit enemies with attacks that cost stamina, fucking pick up items, upgrade your character over time by using the resources that you get from killing enemies in order to level them up. You have like stat sheet and you can increase numbers in order to do more damage or have more health and all that bullshit. It had everything that a FromSoft game, like a modern FromSoft game, has today. The soundtrack was amazing. I fucking love the Evergrace soundtrack to this day. I still listen to that shit. It was great. And that's when I first started to fall in love with Miyazaki's style of gameplay design and like development. But Evergrace was very obtuse. It was confusing. It had an environment that was almost in opposition to the player. Like it didn't want you to complete the game. Just listen to this dialogue and how this NPC doesn't want you to progress.
Hey you! What do you want? Go away. You bother me. We're all going to die. You, me, everybody. You only have a little time left.
Then I need to know this right away. Can I get to Castle Rubain from that cage?
I never thought of that. That's an interesting question. And if you can, you're not thinking of going to the castle, are you?
Yes. I must go.
That's not funny. Don't throw away the little time you have left. Get out of here and hide somewhere safe.
It was so obtuse that I didn't get very far. And you know, as a young kid, you don't understand as much as you would if you were to go back and play it now. But I never really beat the game, and I kind of dropped it after a few weeks of playing it. And then, you know, I played other shit. Fast forward a couple of years, and everybody's talking about this new game from Japan, from this studio called From Software that was only available in Japan and has just now made its way to the United States. And it's a PS3 exclusive and it's so cool and everybody should play it. And it turns out that was Demon Souls. Demon Souls I never really beat either. I didn't really have a copy of it. I tried it on my older brother's best friend's PS3 because I didn't fucking have one. And he challenged me to beat the introductory boss, which I couldn't even do. I picked the knight, which is a fucking flaw. That is just a bad call. And I ended up running directly head first into the fucking whatever his name is demon and getting my ass kicked. And yeah, he just laughed at me. And since he talked shit about my inability to beat the first tutorial boss, I dropped the game right then and there. And I didn't pick it up again for a very long time until the remake came out, Demon Souls, on PS5. I went back as an adult and I beat that one. And it was great. That was like the first game where he had finally fleshed out, Miyazaki had finally fleshed out the Souls formula. And the archstones were so cool and the environment was so cool and the pacing was nice and the bosses were not super complicated. And they had kind of like puzzle-like elements in order to solve how to beat them. It was very rudimentary, but it laid the foundation for what we have now. in terms of From Software titles that are like world renowned as some of the best ARPG games or whatever, RPG games. That established the medium. That's what made Souls like what they are today. So when Dark Souls 3 came around, I was still very depressed and having a difficult time in life. I mean, that's the story of most of my life. At the time, I was like in high school and like maybe just into college and trying to figure out who I was as a person and struggling with everyday tasks and like super self-conscious and like had no self-confidence, which I still have some of my no self-confidence left. Yeah, it was just a really rough time for me. So picking up Dark Souls changed my life because it was a series where you could explore and you could find new paths and new avenues whenever you got stuck. Whenever you found a boss that you couldn't quite beat, you could always just come back later, find a stronger weapon or like upgrade your character a little bit, get some better armor, and you can try again. Every death was just a lesson, and there was nobody there to mock you or make fun of you for trying. And that's just not the case for life. I feel like people like me, people who are on the spectrum, have really hard time trying to figure out difficult tasks when other people are breathing down their neck, or they feel like they're being judged, or they're in an environment where the rules are not in stone, like it's not set. The rules fluctuate and change all the time. People like me, we just need structure and to know that there is a consistency to the way that the environment that we're trying to operate within works, and we can manipulate it if we can figure out enough about it and learn enough about the rules. That format really helped me as a person, and that's why Souls games are so important to me, because like without that, I wouldn't have pushed myself to become, you know, more and more competent, or like to try and fail as much as I do now. Even trying to make this video, even just recording this in the comfort of my own home without anybody else in the room, it's very difficult for me, because I feel like even though it's not happening right now, in the future somebody else will come by and judge it. And that's fine, that's part of putting yourself out there, but it makes it harder for me to just go through the process of recording this and talking about how much I care about Souls games. Just the potential of being judged is difficult for me. But that's why I'm glad that I'm doing this anyway. The potential of being judged is very difficult for me, but I've grown as a person as a result of playing Souls games and like learning more about myself through failure in them. And I'm glad that I'm doing this, because where the story goes might surprise you. It surprised me. And that's when I started to like generate this persona, like this character, this like fallen hero type protagonist thing that I kind of put on as like a suit of armor now when I'm trying to make videos like this and like do stuff like this. That's where envy really started to exist, and where I like got the idea for the character that I play on stream. It gave me this like false sense of confidence that I could like use in order to substitute for my lack of confidence. And in that confidence, I found the strength to make a YouTube channel and to make a stream and to put myself out there more and more every day. And I'm really happy. I'm happy for that. Miyazaki really helped me more than he could ever possibly know, just because he made a series that inspired me to want to share my knowledge and like myself and my opinions and like everything about me with the rest of the world. He really changed my life and the lives of many countless other people just by being himself and by making the art that he made. That's it, man. That guy was not strong at all. I thought it would take way longer than that. That might be it. fuck you. Oh, I did it. God damn it. Oh, I finally did it. God, you're such a bitch. I hate you. I can't stand your guts. You're such a fucking idiotic, dumbass, blue fucking stupid bitch, dude. That boss was tight. Alright, after beating them, I feel a little bit different. I'm singing a different tune now. Since Dark Souls 3 and since I beat that game, I've played countless other Souls-like games. The whole Souls-like genre has been kicked off into full effect. There's a crazy number of them coming out nowadays. I played everything from Lies of P to like Sekiro to now I'm playing Nioh 3. And I'm now doing runs where I don't even wear armor. I don't even fuck with half of the mechanics in Nioh 3 at all. I'm beating bosses with just samurai mode and no ninja shit, no magic, fucking doing shit that I never would have thought that I would be able to do back when I was just learning how to play Dark Souls 1 and failing, or like playing Demon Souls and dying to the first tutorial boss in the entire game. I never would have thought in a million years that I would be where I am today. And I'm very proud of how far I've come and like how dedicated I've been over the years to trying my best at this. I know that I haven't put out as much content as I would have liked, and I've been sidetracked and derailed a lot by life, but I'm glad that I'm still around and still trying to do this because I owe it to myself. I really want to use my channel not only as a means for me to be creative, but also as a means for me to inspire others to do what they care about. Because it's important to me. Fuck you! Does that kill him? Oh, does that kill him, dude? Oh, fuck you! Oh, I need a break, huh? You know? I need a break, huh? Oh, I need a break. Fuck you, I need a break. As a kid who always had a really small circles of friends and like never really believed in himself, I want to inspire other people who are like me to do what they care about. Because you don't know how much time you have, but it's important that you use it to the best of your ability to do what you love. Ow. Play safe. Yes! Oh, yes! Fuck you! That was sick! Backflip on this stupid bitch. Oh, nice. I did it. With no armor. Oh, hit him with one of those. What else you got? Hit him with one of these too. Oh, Nioh 3. That was cool. Damn, that was cool. Give me that fucking soul core. No armor. Oh shit, it gets rid of the eye in this guy when you get rid of the crucible. Cool. So yeah, like I procrastinate a lot and it takes me a long time to do uploads, but like I'm really trying to get better at that and to improve and to make more content more consistently, despite the fact that I have all these other responsibilities in my life. Because it means so much to me. So I guess the point that I'm getting at is that Souls games can be a tool. They don't have to just be entertainment. I'm not talking about like doing no armor runs and all that other shit because I want to flex on anybody or because I want to show off. It's because like I've used Souls games as a tool to hone my ability to believe in myself. And like anybody can do that. Every time I think like, you know, I could do all this extra stuff that makes the journey that I'm going through in the Souls game easier for me, I challenge myself to remove all of the things I can potentially use as a handicap so that I can prove to myself that I can do it without all of that extra stuff. I can do it just by myself. I don't need help, you know? And it's important for you to reach out for help and like take it if it's given to you. But knowing that I could do it all by myself, I could do it even if I was alone. It's that like understanding of myself, that knowledge that I have of myself that keeps me going on days when I don't want to go anymore. That's what Miyazaki has given me. And I'm thankful. He's given me hope that I can believe in myself. And that's important. That's something that you can't take for granted and you can't find in many places. It's hard to cultivate. But if you use Souls games as a tool to help you cultivate that, then you can keep it and take it with you and use it in real life as much as you want, and it's yours forever. And that's priceless. So thanks. Thanks for listening, and thanks to Miyazaki for making Souls games in the first place, because without him, I don't know where I would be right now. I know that this video doesn't go super in depth on like my idea of Souls games as a tool, and it doesn't really cover how you do that or how I did that. So I want to do that in a future video and explain more of my psychology when it comes to Souls games and how to use them as a tool for personal enhancement and like improvement. But for now, I just wanted to get my thoughts out about how I feel about this series and Miyazaki's work, and thank Miyazaki personally for doing what he's done and for making the art that he's made. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. But thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day.